system that taught meditation, mindfulness, to medical patients. A lot of it was pain threshold therapy. And as a result, it expanded. John Kabat-Zinn was the individual that wrote a book, Wherever You Are, There You Are, and Wherever You Go, There You Are, and became quite famous for his term mindfulness. So I knew John Kabat-Zinn and asked him if he'd send a teacher on to me, and he sent somebody to work with parole officers and the parole and parolees.
What you trying to say?
No, I didn't.
You wasn't with the travel lady, you were with
Came to Chicago and we started the program. And he came here a couple years. Georgia played basketball at the University of Massachusetts with Rick Pitino and Dr. J, and was a basketball guy who had moved on into becoming a CPA in life. I kind of ate him up and he ended up with mindfulness training. So anyway, the basic training is about, we do all this work to condition ourselves, to be the best basketball players, get our muscles all right. We try to have, real good ideas about how to play the basketball game the right way, but we don't do mental exercises. And mindfulness is something that expands your ability to focus and expands your ability to stay one-minded. So we teach through the breath how to do this, and so it becomes one breath, one mind. That's how the process goes, and that's the idea that John's expressing.
So we can do it right now. It sounds crazy, but I do it as opposed to yelling and arguing. Like literally, I take a breath in, I think about it, I see it, I know it. I use that in my life as an adult, as a parent, which you obviously had to do when you came to the Lakers.
To be honest with you, I think it was Dennis Rodman that taught me.
We would see things. Now, I'm going to say this. So I came into the Lakers, I was living in Los Angeles, and I just watched Kobe and Shaq. And I called Phil, I got his number, and of course he's like, how'd you get this number? He's like, Phil, go Lydia. So when you come to LA to take over this team, and he was like, what have you been talking to? I said, no, I just watch television. There's no way you're going to let these two great players have a championship. And I said, I want to be on the team. And he said, did you talk to Jerry? I said, yeah, I saw him. He said, you were shaking? Man, I stayed shaking. I was eating Oreos. That cannabis does a lot to you. And I got sick. I didn't have the leg strength until late in the season. But to get there and watch you work with Shaquille, because I understood that this was a big kid. He was a wonderful, joyful kid. He was 27 years old. And you had Kobe, who was just focused on being better than Michael and quiet and introverted. Sort of like you when you don't say much. You say so much. It's amazing. He can just look at you and look down in the bench and look back at you. You used to go 6 straight. When you came to the squad, and because we were in Los Angeles, I'm going to talk about that. I read in the second championship, going for your second championship, how crazy and emotional it was with Shaq and Kobe. How did you handle it?
Well, we had obviously a wonderful first year. Staples opens, we win the championship. We have to go through the Portland series. It's the finals of the Western Conference that kind of extracts the best out of the basketball club. Shaq has always felt very limited on getting extended out to play screen ball defense. And in the course of that particular game, the 7th game, Steve Smith had started coming off of Sabonis and hitting outside shots, and Shaq was staying back. We got down by 14 points in the 4th quarter, and I finally said, you got to make your mind up now if you're going to play this or not. If you're going to play defense, we're going to be able to win. If you're not, we're going to say goodbye to this championship run. And they performed, and I don't think Portland scored again, but it was a pretty miraculous finish in that ballgame. So we go through Indiana for the championship, and championship run, riding the buses and do the parade and everything else that the team splits up. And when they come back, everybody wants to be part of the glory. And that's the tough thing about winning is that sometimes it's just as hard to win as it is to lose because there's not enough glory to go around or whatever. I don't know how you exactly term that. But for Kobe, it was like his first year was like, I don't know if I'm going to be a Hall of Fame player if I'm only averaging 19 points a game. Shaq's averaging 30. He calls up Jerry West and says, how did you and Elton both score 30 points a game during your careers? Yeah, they must have done it 4 or 5 years consecutively. They averaged 30 plus points a game, those two guys. And Jerry's telling them, we had a lot of shots in those days. Everybody just came down and shot the ball. It was a 24-second clock. It was,